Just over a year after Jason Statham teamed with director David Ayer for The Beekeeper, an action film best remembered for its excessive bee puns, they're back together with A Working Man, which stings in an entirely different way. Unlike The Beekeeper, which had only writer Kurt Wimmer to blame for its clumsy script, Ayer co-wrote A Working Man alongside Sylvester Stallone, who infuses the film with a highly conservative mindset that Ayer enables, crafting a film that disguises right-wing conspiracy-fueled thrills as a working-class hero narrative, one so generic that not even Statham's gruff presence can elevate it. Statham stars as former Royal Marines commando Levin Cade, who's now a construction worker for Michael Pena's family business in Chicago. But when his teenage daughter Jenny, played by Ariana Rivas, is kidnapped by human traffickers, Levin is asked to use his military skills to find her. But what begins as a standard Taken-style mission soon spirals into a convoluted web of Russian mobsters, drug lords, crooked cops, and corrupt elites, all enemies that the blue-collar hero inevitably confronts. It's a typical Statham action film, but laced with an overwhelming dose of right-wing fear-mongering, as Ayer, in full director-for-hire mode, crafts a world of unchecked corruption that mirrors the one being demonized by certain political figures, which Ayer and Stallone push to such extremes that the film borders on outright propaganda, complete with cartoonishly evil villains you'd find in a parody film, while supporting characters like David Harbour's blind army veteran, dressed and acting like he voted for Gary Johnson in 2016, are framed as safe guardians for vulnerable children. But while Stallone's fingerprints are clearly all over this script, Ayer shares the blame for failing to dial down its blatant dog whistling, or at least present it with more subtlety. Its lack of humanity is reflected in an unstoppable lead who faces minimal personal stakes and dispatches enemies effortlessly, from outlandishly dressed gangsters to Jason Flemyng's inconsistent Russian accents, which makes the plot feel pointless because why would he bother with elaborate schemes like posing as a drug runner when he could just bulldoze his way to the truth in minutes? His only sense of emotional depth is a custody battle for his daughter, but it's barely relevant to the plot, leaving the sole reason to care about this hero being that he's played by Jason Statham, who remains an engaging action star despite the film's shortcomings. As silly as The Beekeeper was, at least it had self-awareness and attempted something different, while A Working Man is derivative 1.5-star nonsense that's often unintentionally hilarious thanks to the weak script, yet deeply uncomfortable in its portrayal of crime and corruption that's so overblown that it makes Sound of Freedom seem restrained by comparison. I never thought I'd long for Statham's bee puns instead of this, but here we are. Visit the Film Feeder website to read my more detailed review, but for now, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe for more reviews, and I'll see you next time.